Yo guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for a brand new episode of the Skylanders carryon Locke here on the channel. As I promised in the previous episode, we are alas going to be tackling the adventure pack levels of Spyro's Adventure, starting of course with the Empire of Ice, the first of the quadrilogy, I suppose, where we have cutscenes to immediately skip over, which is my absolute favourite. And so we concluded the previous episode as Voodoo gathering the eternal magic source. But unfortunately, based on where the Empire of Ice has spawned in on the ruins, we need to actually switch out to a character who can swim across the water and gain access to the Empire of Ice structure. So without further ado, we're going to take both the Empire of Ice off the portal and replace Voodoo with the might of Zap, because when in doubt, go with Zap. That's our new motto ever since Drobot wasn't chosen for the random name picker, so instead, when in doubt, we have to go with Zap. Without further ado, here we are. Let's travel to the Empire of Ice. Now, we're skipping cutscenes left, right, and centre because they're completely unnecessary pieces of deep stew. And you know what we do with unnecessary deep stew? We press the best button in the video game, the skip button.
When she's all put together, I'll never lose a snowball fight again.
Yeah, that's great, Haldor, but can you please shut up so we can, like, move on already? Actually beat the very same level that you have introduced me to. I would love to do that. Man, that would be great. So here we are, Undead is currently here, but unfortunately our Undead representative, Ghost Roaster, has been defeated in battle, therefore he's classed as dead and cannot be used throughout the remainder of the series. I did say used in a very weird fashion right there, but the point is, since he can no longer be used, we remain as the Skylander is currently on the portal of power, Zap, as Undead has no representative corresponding to it. So we can't even play as a Skylander corresponding to the current element of the area as that representative. Once again. He's dead, he's gone, he's a goner, he's kaput, dunzos. I cannot emphasise this enough. But luckily, he is going to get a cameo in this episode. You're going to get a return, however brief it is, of Ghost Roaster. We're going to be reminded of his sacrifice in order for us to move on with the carryon Locke. And we're going to do that when we find his soul gem in the Dark Light Crypt and preview it. But for now, we're going to focus on the Empire of Ice, where we have an Ice Ogre to deal with. Yeah, let's take him out, Zap. Let's get him. Every last one of them. This is for Ghost Roaster. Get him! He didn't stand a chance. Against Zap, very few enemies stand a chance, because Zap is such a unit, and he is superior to every one of those enemies on every conceivable level. That's just Zap for you. That is who he is and what he does. He comes in, sees a bunch of enemies, obliterates them all, and then he leaves. A masterful plan of mastery, you don't say. So that being said, let's continue up through here. Yeah, let's take out some fools. Oh my gosh, a furry clops. It's like a clops, but a furry. Dear, not a furry Cyclops. Last thing I need is the dawn and the ushering of more furries in this game. Please, please, I don't want to be a furry. I'll do anything. Including gathering the story scroll, which does not need to be gathered yet. Here I am, having collected it anyway, but this is not a 100% series. And I'm glad it's not 100% series, because it would have been particularly difficult to tackle the Undead sections without our Undead representative Ghost Roaster. Oh, but we'll take that food, thank you very much. Now, the funniest part is that I do believe the next section of the level is going to be dedicated to the water element, and obviously Zap is our water representative, so we'll already have a Skylander water power corresponding to the current element of the area, meaning that we won't even need to switch. My apologies for certain right there, I'm just very excited. Am I overly excited? Does this series really justify all this assignment? Well, no, but I'm going to be excited anyway, and you, my friends, are going to have to, in words of mighty tough work, deal with it. And there it is, the very same water element I was talking about earlier, so we get to remain as Zap a little bit longer. Okay, cool, he's dead, which is sweet. We'd love to see it, really, we'd love to see it. It's convenient that you can ride the wave, because riding the wave makes it kind of easier to traverse all this ice, as long as we're actually facing the way that we want to go, because unfortunately, making a 360-degree turn with the wave is near impossible, but we can at least use it to traverse the ice in a straight line. There we go, so that's 2 of 4, and now all we've got to do is get through this painful section. Luckily, this is what we have for waves for. Waves are actually working out quite well, as luck would have it. So there's the first bit we need to get to. Luckily, we can traverse this with the sea slime slide as well, which does give us traction, but unfortunately after the sea slime slide is done, we do just kind of like, drift a little. Thank you, cactus. That cactus is actually kind of what saved us right there. So now that we've hit that, we can hit the teleporter once again. Am I bothered about the hat? No, not really. Oh wait, we've got to get the catapult piece. I almost forgot about that. So we kind of just plummeted to our death right now.
Good gravy, you did it!
Good gravy! I could go for some good gravy. After all, good gravy is delicious and it does elevate your meal. We was talking about potatoes in the very first episode, so to draw a full circle to our potato tier list right now, what elevates potatoes? Not just oregano or sage, you know, delicious herbs you can go with new potatoes and make them that much more tasty and full of flavour. Butter as well. Butter goes really well with potatoes, kind of softens them up. In fact, butter is a necessity for mashed potatoes in order to make them soft and mushable. But they are elevated by gravy. Okay, mashed potatoes, they're kind of bland, which is why they're not a top tier potato, or at least they're not an Aloy tier potato. What's missing is gravy. Gravy makes them so much more less bland. Undead, so we remain even longer as Zap. In fact, Zap is going to have to solo shot this entire level by the looks of things. But I'm okay with that because Zap is awesome. And this isn't even the end of Zap we'll see in this episode, because Zap also will have a section of the Pirate Seas to play through. Okay, cool, that fella's out of here. Now all we've got to do is let these guys use their artillery against them. Oh, you fool, you've just given me access to this area. You're literally spelling out your own doom over here. It's like Lord Shen, he caused his own defeat through his actions. You know, he effectively sealed his fate. That being said, let's continue on over here with the Might of our Sea Slime Slide, making this hell of an easy experience getting through. Boom, baby! Give me that dear, sweet, glorious treasure, because Zap definitely deserves some fruits for his labour. Those fruits being not actual literal fruits, but instead coins. But that's okay, because we can use the coins to buy fruit, along with many other things. But, you know, fruit should definitely be a priority. You know, food is very rather important. After all, that's what I spend a lot of my hard-earned money on, so that I can, you know, live. Food is quite important in that equation. So, here's Haldor himself. And now here comes one of my least favourite sections of any Skylanders game. The dreaded wall. I hate wall. Wall is awful. And now you get to play as a water dragon shooting fireballs out of a cannon at a wall. Okay, that scenario is pretty neat. I do like that. That's cool. Okay, we want to hit lower down a wall, because if you deal enough damage to the lower wall, then obviously when that part falls, the rest of the wall on top of it has to fall with it. That is how physics work. Not that Skylanders has ever really cared about realism. Okay, we're not quite charging it up enough. There you go, that's more like it. Get it, get it, get it, Zap, get it. Who would have known that Zap was so great for fireballs, man? Oh man, that was a lot of fireballs right there. That's what we're talking about, baby. Water Skylander mixing with fire to make the perfect combination, obviously. Boom! And it is out of here in record shattering time. I haven't defeated that wall as quickly as that in a long time. But I'm okay with this, because it means that we have to spend less time on the utmost worst section of this level. Less time the merrier and all that. Less is more, because less time spent with that wall is more of me not losing my mind, and more of me actually enjoying this game. But unfortunately, after this I have to tackle Pirate Seas, and I hate having to tackle Pirate Seas. In fact, I'm not a big fan of Dragon's Peak either. The only level in this chunk is that I'm actually going to enjoy will be the Dark Light Crypt. Ironically, the longest level, and I'm glad it's the longest level, because not only will it feel more rewarding to have beaten it afterwards, but it also means that I get to spend longer doing what is my favourite of the 4 levels. So now it looks like it is time for the Pirate Seas to be placed upon the Portal of Power. There it is. Good old Pirate Seas, where we have another cutscene to skip over. Let's get that Pirate Seas off the portal again and then head down to the port where it can be found. This time around we don't need to switch out to a specific Skylander because any Skylander can quite easily access this boat. There you are, the Pirate Seas. Without further ado, let's get travelling. Let's get travelling. Yeah. Now this level revolves around the life, earth and water elements. So once again we're going to get to see more of Zap. First things first, the very first element of the area will be life. So once that pops up, inevitably we will switch out for the Skylander corresponding to that element and will not switch out again until the element of the area changes once more. Now what harms this level is the flow and the pacing, because there is none due to the pirate card games to come up, and the pirate card games are way too easy and way too drawn out. It's a huge pacing and mood killer. I'd rather just play through the level regularly without the card games, but unfortunately that is asking for too much, isn't it there, Jess LeGrand? That is clearly asking too much.
They've captured everyone, even my father.
Oh my god, get this woman an Oscar! Best voice actor in Skylanders history!
Defeat these pirates and save our town. Just hope we're not too late.
Oh, obviously too late, they've killed everyone already. So let's gather the story scroll because we have time to be wasted apparently. You know, who needs to save village people when instead we can go around gathering collectibles, right? So it's Stump Smasher's turn to take centre stage as the life element has popped up as I was alluding to earlier. Boom! Let's take them out. Sweet! Take my acorn to the face. Boom! He's out here. And so is that little choppy fella too. Sweet. Yeah, I don't really much care about these enemies. Boom! Explosion time. Okay, now we can speak with this guy and get this pirate cards game over and done with already. Luckily for me, I don't need to worry about 100% of the levels. We're not going to be going out of our way to tackle stuff like the life elemental gate, for Pete's sake. Now that would also bring things to a crawl pacing-wise, and that's the last thing I want. I want to be a speeding demon. I don't want to be going at a crawl's pace. Your anchor deck sounds like no problem whatsoever because I am smart. I'm super in fact, I'm not even smart. I'm smirked. I'm so smirked right now. Sword. Well, obviously it's below it. Never mind, it's not below it. But the two scooters are right next to one another. And swords are also right next to each other. Okay, let's get those matched up. And finally we have the two map pieces. Yeah, but Stump Smash doesn't have a yellow belly. In fact, I'm not even confident that Stump Smash has a belly, period. So how could he possibly be yellow-bellied? This man makes no sense. But then again, pirates weren't really bred to make sense, were they? Pirates are many things, but sense makers are not one of them. For they make no sense. Literally zero. Yeah, this is all great and all that, but I'd rather you know, not explain all of this and then I can just do it. Rather than being told to do it, I can just do it. And hey, this is epic music at least. I do like this music right now. Then again, it's Skylanders music, so I'm pretty sure the default statement is that I like it. At the bare minimum. Like, Skylanders music is hard to dislike, so you either like it or you love it. Okay, cool, he's dead. He is very, very dead. And soon his little friends will be too. And boom! Oh, that was a bit of overkill right there, Stump Smash. Like, jeez, is this really necessary, bro? According to Stump Smash it is. Why else do you think he's powering through his foes right now as Earth becomes stronger? So it's time for Bash to be placed upon the Portal of Power. Yeah, let's destroy all that. Okay, here's some more folks that are in desperate need of killing. Boom! Baby, no, that was some damage right there. Got him. And I got him too. Sweet! Killed him off screen as well, which is an extra level of skill. Got him! There you go, there goes that life spell pump fella, and soon the Chompy Pod will follow them. Sweet! And now he's down too, so let's speak with this fella right now. That was some Bash Annihilation if I ever have seen it. Bash just goes through these scenarios and makes them look so easy. Not that Spyro's Adventure was difficult to begin with, but Bash turns easy mode into baby mode. Bash's baby character is that good. I mean, as is Drobot. This game does... people say this game doesn't have difficulty settings, because technically it doesn't. Except for the fact that it does, because what character you play as determines the difficulty of the game. So, hard mode is Wrecking Ball. Easy mode, by comparison, is Drobot, or Igniter, or Camo, or Bash. Pretty much any one of the overpowered ones turns this game into easy mode. Okay, I have not been paying attention. Oh, except for the cannon, I know where both of those are. Okay, I know where Blackbeard is also. Okay, so we've paired up for 2 maps, and now the last one is for 2 hats. Bingo! Yeah, Bandit is not a big fan of our victory right now, and I don't much care what he is and isn't a fan of. Much like the game, I don't care what he wants. I mean, the game doesn't care what he wants. He doesn't. The game doesn't care what I want. The game doesn't care what anybody wants. Because if it did, I wouldn't be playing for all these stupid card games right now. I get that it's something different. It's nice to really spice up the gameplay with some variety, but this is not good variety. In this case, Skylanders had gameplay that was working, and it chose to deviate from that, which was its mistake. And at the end of the day, if there's only 2 or 3 of these card games, that would be fine. If it was fun like Skystones, it would be fine. But the thing is that it's neither of those things. That is a problem we face. Oh, that's just great chance. That's just great. Ugh. Right, let's go ahead and beat that deck without further ado. Let's do it. What cards do we have is a question. So, we have ourselves a compass. Some booty! Ha ha ha, he said the word booty. Oh, in fact, the 2 booties are right next to each other. Now that's a good pair of booty right there if I've seen it. Okay, Pirate Curse, and a hat. Oh, for compass was the top left, I do remember that. Ooh, it's a ghost ship. Okay, 2-bid is what was next to ghost ship. Okay, we've seen the hat already, that was this middle one. Sweet. Okay, 2-bid, and then one of these will be the curse and the other one will be the ghost ship. Luckily we found the ghost ship, so we could just go straight into this pair. Not that the curse would have done much, because the curse would have just like swapped over 2 cards, which were already a pair. So we would have very easily found the pair regardless. It's kind of hard to miss getting the pair when there's only that 1 pair that's left. Ooh, all this talk about pairs has got me hungry for fruit. Anyway, it's Sap's turn here on Coconut Island. Yeah, this gameplay is making me go coconuts right now, so I suppose it's an appropriate name for it. Okay, cool, take out the Chompy fella, and now we can get some more pirate cards. Not at all what I've been looking forward to. Not even close, in fact. But hey, with Ghost Voice having been defeated, at least with Undead we have a higher chance of getting a Series 2, which will give us a second life. We can get Hex, Cinder, or Chop Chop. It's a 3 in 5 chance we get one of them. And so obviously, since they go immediately to their Series 2, with that being the orange-based iteration, it means that, oh, wow, we've already found a Peekaboo. Yeah, it means that we can go straight into one of their Series 2s.
Wild card! Pirate curse!
Yeah, let's just flip everything that I just watched get discovered before me. In case it's not abundantly clear, I was not paying attention to that whatsoever. Okay, no bid, so let's just re-mesmerise the whole board all over again, shall we? Oh, well, that's convenient. For some reason, I thought this one to the right was a schooner. But anyway, with that being said and done, we already had 6 pairs because the curse counts as a pair, apparently. So sweet, we didn't even need to get the ghost ships as a pair. What we do need to do, however, is destroy that chompy board right there, because I had it coming, mainly for looking at me funny. And also it spewed out evil chompies, so I suppose that was a 2-for-1 type dealio. I get to defeat something that was evil for spewing evil things, and something that was evil for its looks. We can't just have enemies continue to walk around and live, not when they look at me funny. They're too much of a threat. So here we are, 8 matches being required. Booty! That's some good looking booty right now. I like to look at that booty. A map and a 2-beard. Well, at least the 2-beards are right next to one another. That's easy enough to remember. Okay, there's for compass. I can't remember if we found the compass already. Well, now we know where the two curses are at least. Can't remember if we've seen the schooner already. Oh, we have seen the compass already though. There you go. My memory isn't quite doing me too well at the moment, is it? So there's the sword and the she-beard. Oh, was Booty that one, or was it the other one? Okay, that was the schooner, so let's pair up 2 booties at least. Okay, I can't remember where the other map was, but at least now we know where the other she-beard is, so we can pair up the 2 of them, get some more time. Not that we're in desperate need of time, but we got more time all the same. Oh shit, which one was swords again? Was it that one? No, that was a schooner. Now, I forgot what was given to us 30 seconds ago, but at least now I know where both the peekaboos are, so we can match that up easily and just watch everything and pay attention this time. Okay, easy enough, I remember where everything is now. So the 2 schooners are diagonal from one another, then the 2 swords are... No, the 2 maps even. Top and bottom, and that leaves for 2 swords, which are the ones that are not diagonal to each other, because those are the pirate curses instead, giving us 8 of 8 matches. That's the thing, you've got to say your logic out loud, because if you just stood there staring and thinking, it is so distracting and discerning to the other person. Whereas sometimes I kind of just want to be left there, let me think, jeez. You'll be at a bar and you want to think for 2 seconds what your drink is, and they don't even leave you for 30 seconds. It's like, okay, what are we having? It's like, oh, can I just have a second to process? They're like, sure, okay, now do you know what you want? And I'm like, no, because you only asked me 2 seconds ago. Not much has changed since last time you asked me, I'm afraid. I will order a drink when I am ready. You don't need to ask me if I'm ready. You can assume I'm ready when I tell you quite explicitly that I am ready. That is how you'll know when I'm ready. Yo ho! And a bottle of rum. Though they're not going to talk about rum in a Skylanders game because that's alcohol. You can't possibly acknowledge alcohol in a kids game, no less. As far as this kids game is concerned, alcohol does not exist. Not the school deck. Anything but the school deck. I'm scared. Okay, that's a shit ton of stones right there. They're not even stones, they're cards. I call them stones out of the habit because of sky stones, which are also cards, by the way. They're glorified cards. Okay, swords and a no beard. There's a cannon with an extra N and a map. Hat. And peekaboo. Okay, no beard. We can finally pair that. Okay, I haven't seen Booty yet. We've probably seen Schooner yet, I just don't remember where it is. Same with map. Was map falling right above it? Nope, that's for cannon. Is this one the map? No, they're just swords. Well, there's 2-beard. Okay, Booty. Was that one right next to it? No, that was map that was right next to it. Okay, that one's Schooner. Making that one Booty, damn it. Well, I really didn't mesmerise these very well, did I? But yeah, that's the thing. This just isn't really captivating gameplay, is it? Oh, well, we know where the other cannon is, because we recently discovered it for a second time. And when you've seen it for a second time, that makes it more obvious as to where the matches are. Okay, peekaboo. There's the hat. We have seen the hat already, I just can't remember where it is. Let's use a wild card on the peekaboo. Right, so the 2 beards were right next to one another. Oh, well, not exactly next to one another. Why did I think they were right next to each other? They were clearly not right next to one another. Okay, then I believe these two were diagonal to one another. There you go. There goes all the pairs that I actually bothered to mesmerise. Is that for maybe for Schooner? No, that's for Hat, which was actually up here, wasn't it? Yep, there you go. Okay, so the Schooner is right above it. And finally, last but not least, we have the swords. Which ironically is being flipped over by a dagger, which is a small sword, a puny sword. Puny sword gets to flip over for the big boy swords. Now the puny sword knows what it would look like if it was actually a big boy sword, but it's not a big boy sword, instead it's a puny dagger sword. You puny pathetic loser of a sword. You should know how much of a loser you are by being compared to the much mightier big boys. Oh no, not that character. Anything but that character, not her. You know, take Flynn instead. Well, I'm glad that, you know, this village that compromises of exactly like 3 people, now the 2 people have gathered so that we can go and save the other person. Like, seriously, Mayor Legrand obviously got voted in because he voted for himself and then his daughter also voted for him. This here shipmaster probably voted for himself too, but he doesn't have a daughter who voted for him, so he didn't become mayor. Kind of surprised the daughter didn't vote for herself, actually, you know, and then they'd have a 3-way tie, so how do they determine who the mayor is? This very small village with only 3 people in it. Thunder Island, voiced by the same person as Blobbers. So now you've reminded me of Blobbers, who is a far superior NPC to you in every conceivable fashion. So Shipmaster, get out of here. I don't like you, I don't care for you, I don't trust you. Yeah, whatever, Shipmaster, whatever. Discount Blobbers, discount Blobbers. Why we have to be stuck with him on Blobbers, give me Blobbers. So sad. Yeah, that's great, let's do that. But I can only do it when you shut up telling me to do it. Die, 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 frickin' fort, die, 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 die. Thank you, frickin' fort. Frickin' fort got fricked by yours truly, who's very good at fricking the frickers. Can this ship move any faster? Well, I should say it sarcastically. Can this ship possibly move any slower? Though I shouldn't ask that, because then my question would be answered, and most likely the answer would be yes. Yes, the ship can move slower. Okay, cool, that's dead. Now we have more cannons to deal with, which is just great. Oh, at least we killed the ship. The ship is gone. Now take out the other house thing and blob. I don't care that I'm taking damage right now. I don't much care at all. Okay, cool, that's down. It's going to continue making our way all the way over to the right. Slowly at that. Very, very slowly. In fact, you couldn't get any more slow than this if you tried, to be honest. I mean, I know it's a ship, and ships are usually slow, but come on, man, this is real insulting right now. I am insulted. Your ship speed deeply offends me on a personal scale. You should remove it instantly for the sake of our children and our children's children, so that they can grow up in a better world. Okay, let's take out more of these, because it is very much to repeat the same gameplay over and over and over and over again. Like, even the war in Empire of Ice, as terrible as that section is, at least by now it would have been over. But no, we not only have to destroy all this stuff, but we also have to afterwards play yet another stinking pirate card game. Do you not understand that I've had enough of these pirate card games already? Obviously the game doesn't understand that, because if it did, it probably wouldn't torture me with more of them, but unfortunately it does in fact torture me with more of them. The epic music is just enough to keep me on the edge of sanity right now. Just enough for that. Yes, I did, Dreadbeard. Congratulations, Notes and Dreadbeard.
If you want her back, you'll need to beat me poop deck.
Haha! He said poop. That's funny right there. He said poop! Okay, that's a crap ton of cards right there. Just kind of keeps going. What do you mean that's not a match? Sands of Time and Cannon look extremely similar. They might as well be a match. Oh, well, that's a convenient card. It means that right off the bat, 5 cards are being taken out. Okay, let's bring out the second wild card. I do wonder what would happen if you were to pair 2 wild cards. Like, how does that work exactly? Which one was the schooner again? It wasn't that one, I'll tell you that. Was this one the hat? Yes, it was. Okay, which one was compass? That one. Yeah, I got something right. And it was totally, completely, 100% intentional. Right, so you're the map, which I believe was the other one to the right. I believed incorrectly, actually. I couldn't have got that more wrong if I tried. So the map, and then the 2 schooner pieces shall finally be paired up and reunited with one another.
You're a legend indeed.
Man, this level would be so much better if we just cut out all of the pirate card games. I'd probably maybe actually like the level at least a little in that case, at least a little, just a little bit. But there she is, just look around. At least now that we're done with that level, it means we can finally tackle the level I've actually been looking forward to.
So am I.
So, here we go. We did clear it under 17.5 minutes, which is pretty neat. Because that level is long, and we somehow made it even shorter. We made a long level short, which is great. Well, not short, but shorter, which is key. The O on the end, rather important. That being said, Dark Light Crypt is now going onto the Portal Power to give us, yet again, more NSA Deep 2 that we are immediately going to press best button on a video game to skip over. So now that has been done, let's go on ahead to the Dark Light Crypt, where we are going to have a very long exposition-heavy starting cutscene. So let's get to it. Let's get to watching it, and whilst we watch it, we can drink more of the Pepsi Max that I've had on my side to help soothe my throat as I continue to speak for far too long, far too loudly. I love this music though. Once again, that is pretty much the phrase that came out of my mouth for the most throughout this entire series, how much I love the goddamn music here. Makes me glad that I'm not playing the game without any music, because I could have always turned off the music and then that would make it easier for me to make cuts and stuff, but this series isn't heavily reliant on editing. I don't need to make as many cuts as I usually do, so the need for removing the music isn't there, and I'd rather enjoy the game as I go through it, and I enjoy it more with the music on. So yes, it does mean that if I were to make a cut, it would chop up the music as well, because it's no longer like its own separate audio layer on Premiere. But since I'm not making those cuts anyway, it makes no difference, is what I'm going as far to say here. No! Not an evil bank! Anything but an evil bank! This is not okay. Battison, we will help you out because of this whole win-win situation where the ghosts are no longer eating the brains of the living. That is an ideal world for us. Okay, let's kill those fellas right there because they have came to life in the ghost world, but we needed to be in the ghost world in order to get through this gate right here, where the undead element is popped up as being stronger here, but that is completely irrelevant because we don't currently have an undead representative to switch to correspond with the current element of the area, as our undead representative, Ghost Roaster, he was defeated in combat and class his death cannot be used throughout the remainder of the series, and I'm hoping that he will remain as the only defeat in this portion of the carryon Locke. So then we can go into Giants with as many characters as possible, ready to tackle Nightmare Mode. No, I didn't mean to do that, god damn it! Well, luckily for us, he's easy enough to defeat, and we can just head straight into it. So, let's grab Ghost Roaster Soldier, so that then we can have a preview of him, be reminded of what has been lost to get us to this moment. Gone, but not forgotten. Oh, that ectoplasm attack would have been so useful against the undead minions, man. And yet I just forgot to use it. How foolish of me. But now that we're in the land of the living, we can actually first into these guys quite easily. We can then defeat these knights. And we can flip our worlds back over again. Man, this whole world is constantly being turned upside down on its side. Left is now right, all that yada 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 jazz. Get him! Okay, cool, he's out here.
There's somebody in here with me, and he's creeping me out.
Oh, is that right, Mr. Locke fella? So, now that we're in the land of the undead, we can actually access these puzzles, and we can only do so in the land of the dead. I haven't caught this up already, have I? I believe that I have, yes. Somehow. We probably would be better off just starting this puzzle off all over again. But oh well, never mind, Okay, never mind, I guess we're starting it all over again. Yeah, how do you mess up the first puzzle and how do you mess it up that quickly? I'm trying to remember what it is you're meant to do with this. I believe you're meant to go left, then left again, and left again. That's a lot of left, an awful lot of left. I hate how much left that is. It's so much left, I hate it. Okay, now let's go left again, right, and then we can go right again. There we go. Talk about a perfect score much. Well, an excellent score at least, but I do in fact agree it was excellent. Okay, fire element. It's time to bring out Igknight. Oh boy, have I been looking forward to this moment. Got him! And we even got some food along the way, so don't mind if we do. But unfortunately, that key is kind of phased out in Land of the Undead. In order to access tangible items, we need to be in the world of the living. So we got to head through here, where fortunately the gate is blocking our way. But the moment we go into the Land of the Living in order to gain access to the key is actually required to open up the gate within the world of the living. It's very clever level design. I think the developers will really pat themselves on the back for this one. But at the end of the day, Toys for Bob is really known for its creativity, not only from the Skylanders franchise, but from other franchises they've worked on, such as Crash Bandicoot. Crash 4 is pumped full of creative moments that are really, really memorable. Mostly because of how they distinguish themselves from other platformers. You know, you're not going to see sections that you see in Crash Bandicoot in other platform games, because they simply just don't share that same style and level design. Toys for Bob doesn't really know what they're doing. Anyway, this guy's got to go right now. Yes, he's out here. We're going to grab that pie because it looked delicious. Okay, magic. So I'll be swapping out that as soon as we get past all of them. Voodoo's turn to shine. Yeah, Voodoo's turn to shine. Okay, I've moved my Skylanders to my destination, so I should be able to access them easier in the future and not need to reach as much. Get him! Sweet, he's out of there, and I'm gonna grab that treasure because, you know, I like where it looked to me. That's a bit of a change of pace from the usual. Okay, can this guy do me a favour and move? Move, damn it, move! Thank you. Asking, shall I receive and all that. Anyway, speaking of moving, I really need to be quicker than this. No, he left me. The piece left me. That's tragic, man. Okay, if we take out these plants in the Land of the Living, then that means that when we shift over to the Land of the Undead, then they won't come to life. Convenience that. So now the gate is open for us because we're in the Land of the Dead instead. But we won't be able to traverse for much longer because the bridge is going to be blocked by the stones that are in place. So instead we've got to transfer to the Land of the Living, where obviously those chains become tangible again, and those guys bob up and down, giving us access to walk over the bridge as my eyes just keep playing up. Ugh, they're dirty obviously. Dirty, dirty eyeballs. Yes, zipline for the win. We're going to kill him whilst we're in the Land of Living because that will make him so much more easier to deal with. And boom! Oh wait, we've got to wait for him to get lined up first. Okay, we line him up. I said we line him up. Okay, that works. We didn't need to line them up. Oh, wait. There we go. We need them all in place. So now they've been lined up, they're all in place, and the bridge can be walked over upon in the Land of the Dead, which we need to be in order to gain access to that lock puzzle up there. You see how clever level designers already instantly beat mini-games that just add unnecessary slow pace into the level? Funny how that works. Good level design is good at level design, end of story. That guy's just stuck there infinitely. Okay, somehow we made this work. So hopefully I haven't glitched it out, because apparently we only have 1 of 3 collected. This is 2 of 3 collected, but we've collected them all. And we solved this puzzle. That is the ultimate insult to injury right there, when the game just says, yeah, you did it. But it's no big deal. You know, you did it, but you took your time doing it now, didn't you? In fact, the game was so annoyed by how long I was taking that it decided to disconnect my controller from my console. That is rather inconvenient and uncool of it. You hear me, controller? So uncool! I'm sure yelling at it will make it last longer.
His name is Oculus.
Oh yes, I'm looking forward to defeating Oculus. I'm looking forward to it very much so, especially since it's a really creative boss fight. Splices some nice variety into this game, because this game, as much as I love it, is not really well known for its boss fights. The Stone Giant, the Final Chaos boss fight, and Oculus are pretty much the only creative bosses in the game.
Maybe you can help us kick Oculus out of this town for good.
Alright, sounds like a plan, but I would love to go ahead and do it, but I can't do it as long as you're talking about me doing it. So how about you stop talking about me doing it, so then I can actually just go and do it. How's that for a plan? I personally like that plan, so I hope Gallant gets on board. Get on board, Gallant. Shut up and get on board. Hashtag keep calm and get on board. Level me up. Okay, maybe not, I guess. Level me up. The answer is still no. The game said no, I'm afraid. This game just really does not want to level up Voodoo now, does it? Level up Voodoo? That's asking too much. Okay, let's grab that cake right there. That was some delicious cake, I must admit. Boom, boom, we shake the room, oh yeah. And there is our level up at long last, level 9, all the way here, one level behind our maximum cap, at least for Spyro's Adventure. Obviously that changes in the latter games. So let's slowly make our way down to this maze where the last elemental switch of the level will take place, because when Undead inevitably pops up, we won't be able to switch out to it because of Ghost Rosa's lack of current aliveness. So instead, Stump Smash is going to have to tackle a boss fight on his behalf. Because, you know, after Pirate Seas, we clearly haven't seen enough of Stump Smash as of just yet. We need more Stump Smash. What could possibly go wrong with more Stump Smash, right? Just gotta make sure I don't get defeated in the process, because that would be tragic, and that would mean I won't have my dumb, stupid, broken WoW Mouth Giant, which I need. I need it so bad. Boom, get that plant out of here. Bye-bye, plant. Bye-bye. Say bye-bye to the plant, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, plant. Okay, now the key is as good as ours. Sweet. Now let's continue heading on round. Let's open that up. Sweet. And then we are obviously going to defeat those dudes while we're in the Land of Living when they can't fight back. Boom, baby. I'm a coward and I don't much care. Okay, let's push that up there. Now, I do believe we're going to have more enemies here to deal with, but luckily for me, that's what I have giant acorns for. And obviously attacks at the old 90 damage all in one. Now, that has just played embarrassing. Oh, those guys did not stand a ghost of a chance, which is a funny thing for me to say because we're playing a ghost level. Haha, funny Igknight. So, let's pop through here now that the gate has been opened. We have more Knights of the Undead table to defeat. Alternatively, you know, just go back to the Land of Living where they're nothing but statues. Does mean, however, we have to defeat one of these demon fellas. But with a couple of good smashes from our stumps, they'll be out of here in a jiffy and spit. That's just for joy of having attacks that deal 90 damage, yo. Plus the extra damage from the elemental buff. That's rather convenient, that. And boom, we shake it for room, much so. Grab this pie whilst we're down here because you can't go wrong with more health now, right? More health the merrier, as they say. So it's currently stuck in the Land of Living still. We can grab this key. Then we can make our way all the way down. There we go, get them all, grab the chicken, don't mind if we do. And then boom! Take giant acorn to the face, you stupid fella. With 3 keys, we can finally open up this door and head out for the boss fight. Oh dear. Ooh-dee-dee-doo.
Undead element are stronger in this.
Yeah, that camera angle was weird. I don't remember that camera angle usually being there because it exposes the fact that there's actually a lot of ground underneath these moving blocks. I don't know, just kind of looks weird, I suppose. But now we're up close and personal with Oculus, who looks really weird in real world, so I think it's about time we changed and put a little perspective on the matter. After all, that is how Ego criticises his food. He puts things into a little bit of perspective. This voice acting is so brilliant. Ego is like one of the best Pixar villains that's not actually a villain. You know, the villain of Ratatouille is actually Chef Skinner. You know, he is actively going against our goals of the main character and creating an obstacle for them. Whereas Anton Ego is kind of like just the critic at the end of the day. Obviously the critic that has the power to shut down a restaurant, but Remy's not going to allow that to happen, not when he's a chef as good as he is. You can't close down a restaurant when Remy is as good a chef as he is, bro. A rat of all things. He out-chefs everyone with his chefliness. That's rude! What did you hit me for? Didn't you know it's rude to hit people with eye lasers? Did no one ever tell you that growing up? Okay, so let's make our way all the way around, and then we're going to hit him in his stupid eyeball. Yeah, I don't much care that it hurt. And boom, I never saw you as Mr. Nice Guy. Anyway, can I shift worlds, please? Can you let me shift worlds? Shift worlds, March. I would like to shift the world. Shifting world would be great. Hello, Mr. World Shifty Thingy-Bob. Am I asking for too much or am I kidding? I'm obviously asking for too much. Oculus, stop it. Get some help, bro. Obviously, I can't attack you from here because I'm Stump Smash. I'm not really known for my range. So yeah, just let me in. Let me into your world. I'm a huge fan. Yeah, for some reason when we get hit by him, it resets the cycle so we can go back again. In fact, graphically, this entire level is very, very strange. But that's okay, we like strange. Strange is different. Different is good. Boom! Boom! Shake the room. Got him! Okay, now let's hit him in his stupid eyeball. Again. Okay, actually we need to make sure we run into the laser to reset things again. There you go, that'll reset it nicely. Because he's, as you can see right now, he's shifted his skin back to what he's supposed to look like in the real world. And as soon as he's done that, we can shift back into the ghost world. Tank another hit from him like an absolute champ, because that is what Stump Smash is designed to do. Hit hard and take hard hits. You know, he's able to deal damage to him. Well, he can hit him as well as he can take him, more or less. Now that he's dead, we can get out of here. Boom, man! With combo on screen and everything. See ya! Yeah, that boss fight is really, like, unpolished, but who cares, because it's really creative at least. The only Adventure Pack level with a boss fight, actually. Because, come on, Empire of Ice, a wall, we don't class that as a boss fight. That is not a fucking boss fight. If it was to be a boss fight, it'd be a really anticlimactic boss fight. Now, we're not bothered about backtracking for the sake of a hat, so instead we're going to go straight to the bakery over here. Why is Oculus still in the background, and why do we just have floating chains and nothing else to them? That's weird, we just got rid of that guy, and he's back again. So rude, just coming back again like that, after we killed you. After we kill you, can you do us a huge favour, Oculus? Stay dead! I don't think I'm asking for much. Okay, I don't think I'm asking for that much. I'm asking for much, but not that much. Come on, man. Really, dude? Too soon? Batterson, that was way too soon. But that being said, we have one final Adventure Pack level to tackle in this episode before we conclude things and prepare for the final episode within the Spyro's Adventure portion of the Carryon Locke. So that's going to mean Dragon's Peak, where once again we're going to press the skip button to get that out of here. And now that the Dragon's Peak piece is spawned into ruins, we need to walk all the way over here in order to gain access to the level. Man, that was quite the trek. So let's go to the Dragon's Peak without further ado. Let's get travelling, folks. Where we have in this level, we have air, earth and fire, I believe, as the elements of the area to have to tackle. So throughout all 4 Adventure Pack levels, you do eventually have an elemental area for each element. So every corresponding Skylander has had their chance to shine this episode. Skylands. I wonder how many brain cells it took to come up with a name this area. It's just Skylands. Oh boy, not that fella. Anything but that fella right now. Okay, cool. He's dead without blowing up on us. We don't need a suicide bomber on our asses. No, thank you. And thank goodness this level has the ability to skip over all of the cutscenes. That is already making us far less annoying than the previous levels. Apart from this cutscene, apparently. This is the one where the developers were like, no, you will sit down and you will watch this cutscene and you will like it!
I should have known. He may not be the brightest fire burning, but he's...
That's rude!
My villainous brother Vafik is...
You don't say that behind someone's back, you say it to their face. Ramses, man. Grow some courage already. Tell the man himself. But man, I do like that guy. He's a good guy. That guy was just talking about so much of a good guy, in fact, that I cannot even remember his name. Ah, Flavius, that's his name. Unfortunately, we can call upon Flavius. Not the brightest dragon out there, but he's fiercely loyal. At least that's all according to Ramses. Epic Dragon's Peak music time. I love Epic Dragon's Peak music. It's one of my favourites, actually. I can't remember what I put myself in my top 10 best Skylander soundtracks video. I know Skyscooter Deluxe is in there somewhere because that track is just so iconic and memorable. It was even used for the magic theme in Giants, at least a remixed version of it was. Okay, here we are. Now all I need to do is not hit things. Easy enough, especially when there's only one of 4 inputs for me to utilise. One of 4 directions, I should say. Now we collect these gems. Do these gems actually add anything to our treasure count? I'm not sure with Stump Smash, because he's already maxed out on his gold count, so nothing will change anyway. So I'll have to wait until we play as a Skylander who's not maxed out yet in order to actually discover whether or not they add to our gold count or not. Or whether they're just there to be aesthetically pleasing. And plus at the end of the day you also get a nice satisfying click when it's sounded. So we did that whole minigame only to fly like a couple of feet. We can even see the previous island behind us during that cutscene. Okay, Air, it's time for Warren Air to shine. The only Skylander who's yet to have appeared in this adventure pack marathon, I should say. Get them out of here, every last one of them. Okay, sweet. And now that that's been unlocked, we can once again tackle this flying section. Not my favourite, but hey, I'll take these over pirate card games any day of the week. Plus, you know, it's hard to get mad at this level when you hear this music in the background. It's so good! Flavius is right, it never gets old. He was obviously specifically talking about the music. He has nothing, his statement has nothing to do with the fact that we're flying right now, nothing whatsoever. No, it's all to do with the music and its glory. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Vafik won't stand a chance against us because we're going to defeat him in a cutscene. Everything this level builds up to. Instead of an epic boss fight, we defeat Vafik in a cutscene. It is the single most disappointing ending to a Skylanders level of all time. Imagine if Chaos was defeated in a cutscene. How disappointing would that be? Oh, we accidentally opened up the air elemental gate, but we're okay with that. Okay, sweet, they're out of here, so that's going to give us access to that bounce pad. Once again, we're not going to bother going out of our way for all of the other little trinkets. We just want to get through this level as fast as possible, not waste any time. Because then we can spend whatever time we save doing, you know, something else with it. Which is why I appreciate my viewership so much. Just by watching this video, you're not only supporting the channel, but you're really supporting me as an individual, knowing that you're choosing to spend your time, something you won't get back, mind you, you're choosing to spend something as precious as time with me. I really appreciate that. It's so humbling that you choose to spend your time of all things with me when you could be doing something so much better. It's very generous at the end of the day, like, because time is something so precious to us and it's something that we never get back and it's something that, you know, is always being used up. is incredibly generous to spend time with me or with anyone else who's worth the time. You know, at the end of the day, like, just being with someone. You don't have to be with someone to actually be with someone, you know? Sometimes just being there is enough. And time is truly, like, the most generous gift you can bestow upon anyone. Man, it's 10:30 already. I've been recording this series for a while now, but hey, having all of these in advance means that I have weeks of footage ahead of me. Let's not hit the fire. Hitting the fire would be a bad plan. So here we go with the Earth element having popped up, so it's time for us to place into the portal a dragon. I think it's about time that a dragon tackled for Dragon's Peak. Okay, gotta watch out for all these fires. We do not want to get hit by those. That would not be ideal. Not at all. Okay, I can just miss those guys entirely, I suppose. I have no idea how that worked out the way it did, but we take those. Now that is the platforming skill right there. Ow! And that's some damage right there. Luckily for us we killed the other one. Oh, but he still dealt damage to us from the end there. That's just annoying, that is. But luckily that's what we got food for, as well as more treasure. Not that it's going to heal us up like it would for Scratch. But you know what? Treasure is treasure. I'm not exactly losing anything by grabbing it now, am I? Okay, cool. Let's grab it all. Every last bit of it. Sweet! Oh, and I'm also going to, whilst I'm here, grab these treasures, because they're glorious. I mean, why would I grab them if they weren't glorious, right? That's kind of self-explanatory in and of itself. Boom! Rock Fist. Apparently those guys weren't large fans of the idea of taking Rock Fist to the face. So, if they won't take my Rock Fist, they will, however, take my Tail Swing. Which, by the looks of it, is 10 times more painful, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with inflicting 10 times the pain and hurt. Man, the last time we tackled 4 chapters in one episode, it was for the debut episode where we gathered the Eternal Air Source. This has taken a lot longer than that. Well, not a lot longer, just longer all the same. You know, it's very clear that these levels are much longer than that of the 4 air levels, and that's largely due to Dark Light Crypt, but also because these levels are just bogged down and slowed in pace by so many unnecessary features like these find sections or the card sections in Pirate Seas. Even Dark Light Crypt, my favourite Skylanders level of all time, has its downsides with the lock puzzles. At least in Giants, lock puzzles are made a lot more fast paced, and lock puzzles in that game are actually bearable. But here, we have to be very careful with Ignited, because we do not want another Soul Seekers moment.
Flashback.
Tilted in the direction of it. Okay, we barely made it up here by some miracle, and here's the next platform. We just barely missed it. Shit! Oh my god!
End of flashback.
Okay, sweet. We defeated that guy and garnered ourselves a treasure chest in the process. Don't mind if we do. Yes, give me all the sweet, glorious treasure. What? Okay, that was a glitch right there. Okay, let's be careful of the fire. Like I said, we do not want another Soul Seekers type moment. Okay, here we go. Okay, these guys are lighting up again, so we're going to wait here patiently and not get attacked by the fire, which somehow deals damage to us despite us being a literal suit having set ablaze. You know, we're a fire spirit. How is a fire spirit dealt damage to by fire? Obviously, all of the sensors there. It's completely realistic. Oh, okay. Got to be careful. Okay, I'm trying to go off in the completely wrong direction. At least we didn't fall on top of the flamethrowers, so that's always a win. And boom, we're back up here again. That's fantastic. We got through that pretty much unscathed. We did not have another Soul Seekers moment. I am very grateful of that. That's a very gratuitous moment on the channel right here. Well, he's a very dark and intimidating dragon. I can't wait to fight him.
These minions are loyal to the throne. They will punish you for your treachery.
Oh, great. But magic is about to pop up, so these guys are about to be absolutely obliterated by Voodoo. He's just going to wipe these guys out before your very eyes. You'll click and the enemies will be gone. See ya! Wouldn't want to be here because you're so very dead right now. This is fun. This does put a smile on my face. You know, they do say that defeating enemies isn't something that one should consider fun, but this does put a smile on my face. To quote Thanos himself, even though that quote, despite how gross it is, didn't even make it into the final movie, they have a great trailer quote that isn't even in the movie. How very disappointing. Talk about false advertisement. I think I should sue Disney for that. I should sue them for false advertisement. Got him! 2 for 1 right there.
Minions are such weaklings, but you can.
No, the problem is that they're dealing with Voodoo, who's such a strongling by comparison. You know, just about anyone of the minions, no matter what you throw at us, they are going to struggle against Voodoo because Voodoo is that much of a fucking unit. I love me a good bit of Voodoo. Love it, I do. I love it! Okay, up we bounce. Oh, I didn't quite have enough height on that. The game said no, but I am going to either go out of my way, grab this treasure chest up here because I can and I want to. There we go. My strength just really shone through there as we obviously opened up the treasure chest, and now we can garner all of the fruits from inside. There they are, the fruits of our labour. Okay, up we bounce. Damn, that didn't quite work out where I wanted it to. Yeah, this is just about the only level in Skylanders, as well as mentioned, that really incorporates platforming into its level design. And it is unique. At the end of the day, I had a lot of fun tackling Dragon's Peak today, more than I usually do, but that's just because this has gone so smooth. Now, compared to the rest of the session, this has been by far my best gameplay. I'm hoping that carries on to the next episode that I'm going to be recording directly after this for finale for Spyro's Adventure. You know, I'm going to need to be good if I want Ignited to so-shot chaos, so I need to find the good video game button, man. Dead! 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 Sweet!
These minions are worthless.
Well, I'm glad that he thinks so, because now it finally means we can fight him! Bring on the boss, man! I think he's terrified, but I will defeat him. I will do what I must. Apart from the fact that Flavius is just kind of going to come in and sit on the throne and take it from him. Well, that was anticlimactic, wasn't it? This might as well be known as Anticlimactic the episode. The coolest part is that at the end here, during the cutscene, which I'm going to skip if I can, but I can't. But the coolest part is that finally the Skylander is up there near the throne because he's right next to Ramses being seen as an equal. It's very cool, that development we've gone through throughout the level. Yeah, that's a nice touch. What would have been an even nicer touch is if Fat Vic was the final boss fight of this level. That would have been great, but clearly that was asking too much.
I suppose I will have to banish him.
I don't know. He makes a pretty good statue.
Hey, if he's banished, at least then he will be alive. That statue is a far more sinister punishment, a far worse fate for him to have befell upon him. Flavius! Plot twist, he was the evil dragon the whole time. Takes a sick mind to come up with something that punishing, no matter how evil you are, to be frozen like that. To spend an eternity suffering. Not cool, Flavius. Not cool.
Without your bravery and heroism, none of this would have been possible.
Yeah, damn right, Ramses. Damn straight, man.
Farewell, friend.
Fare thee well. Let's press the A button because now that all of the adventure packs are done, we can finally conclude this epic marathon of an episode. We are going to tackle these adventure pack levels again in Giants because we can. It's going to make the nightmare mode for that a lot more tougher, so that added challenge is what's going to make it a lot more intense. We're going to do it over the course of 2 episodes in Giants instead, because Giants are going to tackle most of the game as dual chapters. I'm pretty much going to do what I have done in the past. We're going to tackle the first 3 levels, then 4 and 5, 6 and 7, 8 and 9, 10 and 11, 12 and 13. Then we're going to do 2 adventure packs, another 2 adventure packs, and we're going to conclude things with the Archean trilogy. That's how we're doing Giants, but for now, Giants isn't going to be for another 2 episodes because we still have the finale of the Spice Adventure portion to go, which I will see you for next week. And until that moment arises, we have a outro to see us through. Until then, I cannot, in good conscience, end off this video without first thanking all of my incredible channel members whose continued support help make these videos possible. Without them, these videos would be near impossible to make, so from the bottom of my heart, I truly appreciate every last one of them. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more, there are plenty of options on screen now to explore, and please consider subscribing to keep up to date with all my content. On that note, this video is coming to an end, so thank you so much as always for watching. Until the next video arises, peace!